Olga-Show. We are in San Francisco, California, Fort Mason, Casandra Summit with Data Stacks here today, June 11th, 2013. We have a wonderful group of young college students and their hosts and organizers. Would you please tell us about yourself and introduce?
So I'm Christian Hasker. I work at DataStax, and I'm responsible for, along with Brady, the Casandra community here at DataStax.
I'm Brady Gentile. I recently graduated from college from Arizona State University last May and signed up with DataStax about 6 months ago. I'm running I'm as a community manager at DataStax, helping out with Casandra community initiatives, including the Next Great Data Developer Program.
Hi, I'm Del Gerson-Bold. I'm one of the finalists, and I'm from Mongolia.
Hi, I'm Victoria Moe, and I'm one of the finalists as well. And I just graduated from Columbia University.
Hi, I'm Ubin Todorov, and I studied at MD, and I'm one of the finalists as well.
Hi, my name is Shah Said. I'm from Montreal, Quebec, and I'm one of the finalists.
Hi, I'm Yuan Wayne. I'm a graduate student at San Francisco State, and right now I live in Union City.
And I graduated from Moscow State University biology faculty. It's nice to be with smart kids here and know what they're doing. Also went to Stanford, and here is big competition going on. What is this competition was all about? Contest?
Yeah, so in the big data space, which DataStax is in, and Apache Cassandra is a massively scalable NoSQL database, there is a real skills shortage. Here in the Valley, there are so many job openings for so few skilled people. So we also wanted to raise the awareness of Apache Cassandra in universities. It's well known at big enterprise companies, but it is not well known in the next generation of developers. So we launched this program to do that. And then do you want to also talk about promoting women in IT, Brady?
Sure, so part of the competition is that at least one of the developers that are participating has to be a female for the winner. It's very exciting. 3 out of the 5 finalists that we have are female developers. And yeah, so championing women in IT was a very large part of this initiative.
I guess you should probably hook up with another conference I covered about a week ago, which is Women in Information Technology International, WITI. So that would be interesting if I'm going to see you there again in my life, so you know where I met you, okay? So bold and small and successful people drawn to me, and I drawn to them, because it's nice to see that. So nice to see ladies in technology. It's only a few of them, I think now 10% about, but maybe even less.
Yeah, I'd say certainly in Cassandra, I think it would be less than that right now.
Yes. All right, tell me your experience working with this wonderful group of students. Did you work together, apart, and for how long?
We started the project, I think, end of March. We all worked individually. We all prepared prototype and ideas.
It was really great working with DataStax because they had people that could help us if we get stuck. They had, introductions and documentation on what to do. So it was very useful. It was a fun experience.
And I heard it's actually $10,000 for the winners, right? Who is the winner? Do we know the winner yet? These two. So each of you received $10,000?
Yeah.
They're gonna split the money now.
See you guys.
Yeah, we did that.
God, and percentage. So great. So what are you going to do with the money?
No plans.
No plans yet?
Probably. There's also an internship type of it, so probably use the money to actually get set up in San Francisco and start the internship.
So in terms of the universities, did you finish the university?
I've graduated. I've actually got to fly back to Britain for graduation next week.
Are you aware that it would be a Casandra Summit with DataStax in October in UK?
Yeah.
Okay, are you going to be there?
I've not made any plans yet, but I think I want to attend it. Yeah.
All right, because you're a big winner. By that time, maybe you will have have a company. I don't know. I saw a lot of successful people.
Yeah,
So I'm just
really.
putting you on the right track, okay? And it supports a lot of startups. So if I will see you with a startup, I would be very proud of you even more than now, but because I'm all for technological evolution. Can you make that happen? In the better way. So it means make our life easier, healthier, happier.
Well, big data is really important, and some people use it for, stuff that doesn't really matter, but then some people use it for suicide prevention. There was actually a talk on it, so yeah. If you use it the right way, you can make a very big difference.
Absolutely, and that's what we all about. Right now we have so much information. Everybody wants to have their own pictures and videos, and that's all good. But also where you get the information, like Boston Marathon, for instance. If not that data gathered right away and analyzed, then would be more difficult. Or data we create with patients and suicide prevention. That's very good. So what other programs did you work on? So our viewers will know about it. What did you work on?
So the app I made was basically an app that digitized all of communication between nurseries and parents. And so right now everything takes place on pencil and paper. And so I wanted to put that onto an iPhone and iPad app so that way parents could get real-time notifications of what happens with their kids. Also save the environment a little bit by not killing so many trees.
All right, that works. Again, I went to Google I/O conference and they didn't use any piece of paper whatsoever. So that's something to look for.
Exactly.
Now, in terms of Casandra platform or solution, what do you think of that? It's open source, and are you aware of good parts of it? What do you like about it? And Apache, I guess, right?
Yeah, Shahaz, anything?
Yeah, it's the data model is really interesting. You could you have a lot of freedom. You're not constrained with like relation, apart from a relation database, you're not constrained to a specific way of storing the data. You have more freedom, and you can scale. You can store, like, you can have 1 million users using it, and it wouldn't fail if you had different clusters.
I also noticed that you are from different countries as well, so it doesn't make a big difference, right? So you're not constrained with government regulations or regulations of the countries because it's open source. So it definitely makes a
Very
big
good
difference.
community with it as well, and the community is really friendly, which is encouraging. So very, very multinational community. There's meetings now everywhere. Like you said, there was one in London soon.
Yeah, so it's growing,
Yeah.
and they're thinking to expand and looking for Russian developers, and I know you speak some Russian. Could you say something in Russian? Very good, means good evening, everyone. Yes. And
I'm from Mongolia.
how do you know Russian language?
Oh, our second language was Russian up until the 90s.
Oh, that's very good. I did not know that, but
Yeah, my parents are fluent.
fluent in Russian language?
Yeah.
They should call my radio program when I'm live on air. Please give them my phone number. I would like to know what the weather there, what do they do, because I never had people calling me from Mongolia yet. From Australia and Canada, France and Austria and all others. But just share my phone, and I usually announce that phone on the live on radio.
So you're like the Russian Howard Stern. People call it.
Yeah, or sometimes they call it Russian opera, so, and I'm like, oh yes, that's good. Because I don't get naked on my show. Maybe I have shoulders open because it's getting hot, so I use some, open shoulders kind of things, because it gets very hot. Not in the studio, but outside in the weather, but yeah. And I definitely support technology, so I don't know what Howard Stern supports, but at least now that I want a better world to live in. I support kids because I think about my future. Because I want to, when I get older, so you would remember me. Oh, you that Olga, okay? So believe me, I want you to remember that all of the adults here believe in you guys. And that we want to see that you make the big, better difference in our life and in our planet, right? And that's what it's for. To have all of this open source, all of the money they sponsoring, and all of the knowledge, my God, you have all of the world in your hands. I mean, I wish I had these sponsors. Then I would be learning also some Casandra and just do some different programs and analyze the data I create. So because I can analyze the data, I can use a Kuno I actually interviewed, and I can analyze the data created. And maybe knowing about you, I would predict your future, but you know what? Your future in your hands. Nobody can predict that. Only you can do that. And with support, I think it's even more and better.
Yeah, this is a great platform on which to launch, any career, because the most difficult thing as you start a career is that first proof point. Like, what have you done? What can you show anyone? And for all of you, you can actually point back at this and say, I entered this contest, I had this idea, I took it out of my head, I built it, I presented it. That will all be recorded and available. And so as an employer, I can say, if you came with this material, it would be, yeah, no problem, we'll find something for you. And by the way, we do want to find something for all of them, so.
That's very good. That's even easier for you, because a lot of college grads right now paid all of the money, got all of the loans, and they cannot find a job. And you actually had the right field in the right hands with the right support.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't hear anything from you. So, what did you work on?
I work on a project called Smart Gift, allow users to create gift-based and crowdfunding for their friends and themselves gifts.
Okay, so I have some people for you about crowdfunding. So I already covered that. It's
Yes,
new based here.
I love this idea because, when you first talked about it, you did an analysis of how much we pay still to send cards through the mail. And what was it? An average of $5?
$5 a card, and for my last birthday, I got 30 cards. And what I really want is a Costco 2-year membership costs $200. So with that money, it's around like 75% of discount if my friends all crowdfunding my gifts. So
Yeah, so instead of saying, I don't want a card, use that money that you would have sent the card and pay a little bit to this thing I want. So I really like that idea.
Because a lot of businesses can be probably sponsored by regular folks and regular people. It's still need to have some regulation done, because what if somebody, will say, oh, you're so good, and here all the money I have. So you certainly cannot do that. Otherwise people can get broke if the idea didn't work. So it's need to be some regulations happens, but otherwise it's good that people will have a choice to invest. And so tell me about your application.
I have a deal finding app. So if you're around the store, you could post deals. And you can see at the store, for example, we have a deal, and it's like $9. You can go and buy it, and we don't have to waste time searching stuff.
Can I come with that to the store manager and say, well, in the other store next door to me,
Exactly.
$9, can you give me as a price of $9? I just walk by and leave.
Yeah, price matching.
And
Exactly.
they can give you discounts.
The whole app is a big, huge ad. So.
So that's what I like about kids. They find the solutions. Because yes, I mean, why should I go and look, and I don't have to go into the computer right now and wait. I just check on the phone. I'm like, okay, here it is. I don't have to print out anything. I don't have to bring newspapers and say, here's a coupon. See, it's matching.
Exactly.
Price matching happening. And your app was particular in.
It was security, so if you don't like what the NSA is doing, you could use my app. It's to do with securing mail, just securing how it gets sent from one server to another. And it also means
I think
that
I'm going to use that.
you what?
I think I'm going to use that. I'm a little concerned that we're using it.
So if you, it also kind of gives power to the people because it doesn't leave your data in the hands of someone else. Each person has their own local Casandra server, and the user community builds up the whole server, which is used.
Okay, let's talk a little bit more on it. So, if I create email, that you give me is some sort of key or encryption code, what's happening?
You don't control what goes on, it's all done for you by the application. It uses private public key encryption, which means that your email gets encrypted with a public key. and then to decrypt it so you can read it, you need your private key, which only you have. So even if other people get their hands on the data, they still can't do anything with it. Also, it uses SSL when it's sending stuff across the wire. That's when you're sending it from one server to another, just to make sure that there's another layer of security.
Okay, so as soon as I receive my emails, nobody else can read it, but I can read it because it's got into my mailbox.
Yes, once you've authenticated into your mailbox, like so once you've signed in, only you have access to it. Even if someone steals like the entire data set and looks at it,
It's probably happened all the time.
they'll
because
just see nothing. They'll see a bunch of characters that make no sense because they haven't got the key to decrypt it.
Yes, so can you, like sometimes I wonder, you know, and I know exactly what's happening because on the right side you can always see they offer me my legal papers if I receive email from attorney, or they send me
A lot of people seem to be
ads.
trading off privacy for a free service. So if you're using Gmail, they kind of rethrow your emails to target adverts for you. So
Yeah, that's happened, unfortunately.
One of the coolest parts of the contest too, so our two winners also will be attending the open source conference in Portland, Oregon at the end of July. And at that point, Jonathan Ellis, the co-founder of DataStax and Apache Casandra Chair, will be presenting their scholarship and internships.
Oh, that's
So,
wonderful.
yeah.
Hopefully you'll be there, Olga.
I hope I will be there because I remember I went to the city to see Fabergé eggs because they didn't want to send it to San Francisco. They were afraid of earthquake happened and losing billions of dollars of Fabergé eggs. It's a lot of diamonds, rubies, emeralds on eggs created by Fabergé, who actually one magnificent artist creating all the jewelry for the famous tsars and tsaritsas in Russia. So
Yeah, thank you very much for having us on the show. We
yeah,
really
thank
appreciate
you
it.
very much, and thank you for helping our future generations. And
Oh, they help themselves, really. Honestly,
Thank
that
you
was,
for organizing everything.
Yeah.
they did a fantastic job. It was really a pleasure.
And I saw them on the stage in the movie. It's actually gave me great overview of mushrooms and birds applications and how the idea worked. Because when first time they told me, I'm like, I don't know what is that all about, but
Yeah, we learned a lot. Yeah, thank you.
It's been a great experience, yeah.
all right, then congratulations. And just you, what's your application was about? So we'll know.
No, that's
Mushroom Hunter.
Mushroom hunter, that was yours. So I got the your one. Okay. So and bird application and how it's went there, and because as a scientist I realized that you guys can also make a difference in data helping science, and when science help our life to become a better world to stay. All right, thank you so much. And now just would like you to say last words for our viewers. What would you wish them?
To enjoy the show.
Enjoy the show. He's smart. Can you work for me, please?
And get into Cassandra. Find out about it.
There's a community website, www.planetcassandra.org. We have an aggregation of all the Planet Cassandra and Apache Cassandra resources right there, so check it out.
And it's all open and free for the community?
Open and free,
We are
completely
very open source.
So,
Sharing and caring.
educated.
very good. What about you? What would you tell our viewers? Because you're going to see this back. Would you say thank you?
When I release the app, download it because I need to use it.
Okay.
There you go. Good plug.
All right. So anybody else? Don't be shy. I like creativity. Come on, you have to speak up. Because you're on the top of the world.
Yeah, I really want to improve my data model, and because right now crowdfunding is a trend, we can use this to do a lot of things. So yeah.
Good. Remember one thing, never criticize yourself because somebody else will do it for you for free. Okay, so you just keep going and work on your idea and find people who believe in you. Because if not today, tomorrow you're going to find people like Casandra Summit with DataStax supporting you big time. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
This is great things. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.